हेलो डियर फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। जैसे कि थंबनेल में मेंशन है, आज हम सॉल्व करेंगे 28th बैच का नेक्स्ट पेपर। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम लेट्स स्टार्ट। 100 मार्क्स का पेपर है। 60 एंड 40 मार्क्स के दो सेक्शन होंगे एंड सेक्शन 1 में 5 क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे। उसमें से हमको 4 अटेम्प्ट करने हैं एंड ईच क्वेश्चन कैरीज 10 मार्क्स। सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 ए। पहले हम क्वेश्चन डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, सॉल्यूशंस हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे। सो क्वेश्चन 1 ए, डिस्कस प्रॉपर्टीज एंड टाइप्स ऑफ ग्लास यूज्ड इन पैकेजिंग। बी, एक्सप्लेन द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ lacquer रिक्वायर्ड फॉर tin can. C, explain the effect of moisture on the properties of wood. D, explain the purpose of using label and their types. E, what is seasoning? Write the advantages of seasoning for wooden package. F, discuss the classification of crates and the basic factors for selection of crate. These are questions of question 1 and we have to attempt any 4. So question 2a, write the application of tin containers. Discuss annealing process for glass containers. What are the different type of closures used in packaging? Write the advantages of aluminum collapsible tubes. E, write properties of aluminum foil used in packaging. इसमें भी हमको 4 अटेम्प्ट करने हैं। ईच क्वेश्चन कैरीज 5 मार्क्स। सेक्शन 2, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, कंपेयर एंड कॉन्ट्रास्ट। इसमें हमको डिफ्रेंशिएट करना है नेचुरल सीजनिंग वर्सेस किल्न सीजनिंग ऑफ वुड, सॉफ्ट वुड वर्सेस हार्ड वुड, स्टार्च एडहेसिव एंड सोडियम सिलिकेट एडहेसिव, लैमिनेशन वर्सेस कोटिंग and dry waxing versus wet waxing. So moving to next question, question number 4. In this we have to mark true and false statements. First, plasticizers in adhesive increase the viscosity and setting speed. Answer is true. B, dry wood is considerably weaker than green wood. True. Instant tech labels does require glue or water. False. They do not require any glue or water. Steel straps and polyester straps are used for utilization of loads. True. Type 2 glass is coated with oxides. True. Crystalline structure of PVDC film is responsible for offering good chemical resistance. True. Constant tech labels does not require glue or water. True. Adhesives made from white dextrins have more solubility. True. I, apart from tin plate, black plate is also used in container manufacture. True. J, the propellant possesses a liquid and a gaseous phase. Answer is true. Moving to next question number 5. 5 is fill in the blanks. A, tin free steel known as TFS is mild steel coated with metallic chromium and chromium oxide. Here answer is metallic chromium and chromium oxide. B, shallow cans are made by a single draw from a flat sheet of tin plate. Here answer is single draw. C, lime magnesia is added to the glass to make it stronger. Answer is lime magnesia. D, cement coated nails are generally dipped in a dash solution, zinc solution. E, plasticizers in starch increase the viscosity and setting speed. Answer is plasticizers. F, raw material for pilfer proof cap is which sheet? Aluminum sheet. G, borax in adhesive improves the viscosity and tech. H, electronic spray paint is the most economical method of lacquering sheet metal. Here answer is electronic spray paint. Paint is missing, you can mark it. I, an aerosol package requires two main components, propellant and actuator. J, Crown caps are crimp on type of closures. Crown caps, which is used to crimp on beer bottles, glass bottles. So moving to next question, question number 6. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 में फुल फॉर्म्स बतानी है हमें कुछ दी हुई टर्म्स की. फर्स्ट इज DWI, ड्रॉ वॉल आयरन. EOE, easy open end. DRD, draw redraw. IE, interior exterior. RSPP, roll seal pilfer proof. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 में अपन को पेयर्स मैच करने हैं. वन साइड इज कंटेनर एंड सेकंड साइड इज क्लोजर्स. किस कंटेनर पे कौन सा क्लोजर लगेगा, दैट वी हैव टू मैच. जैम, ग्लास बॉटल. आंसर लग कैप. टैबलेट, प्लास्टिक बॉटल. आंसर इज चाइल्ड रेजिस्टेंस कैप. बियर, ग्लास बॉटल. क्लोजर इज क्राउन कैप. हनी, plastic bottle. Closer is plastic screw cap. Cough syrup, glass bottle. Closer is ROPP, roll on pilfer proof cap. Images of these caps is given here. First you can see it's ROPP cap. Here it is plastic screw cap, then lug cap, child resistance cap, crown cap, etc. Now moving to solution part. So question 1A, properties and a type of glass. So properties of glass are, it's chemically inert, non-permeable. Glass does not allow gases, odor, vapors and liquid to pass through its walls. It's transparent. You can see what you pack in glass. It's moldable. You can mold easily any shape or size, ranging from a small vial to a 13-gallon carve, etc. Strength, ultimate strength of glass is very high. It's light in weight, unlimited supply, as glass containers can cater to an unlimited market because its basic raw material is sand, soda ash and lime are available in plenty amount from natural resources. So moving to types of glass, in US, British, German, Swiss and in Indian pharmacopoeias, tests have been laid down to establish the properties of different type of glass used in packaging of pharmaceuticals. The quality of glass is expressed in terms of its resistance to acid and alkali attacks. Universally accepted standards are of three. Everybody knows it's type 1 glass, type 2 glass and type 3 glass. And alkalinity limit is 1.0 ml of 0.02 normal acids. For glass 3, type 3 glass, all soda lime glasses are mainly type 3 glass and limit of alkalinity provided for this glass is 8.5 ml of 0.02 normal acid. In British Pharmacopoeia, there is a less alkaline glass prescribed as BP58. Caution B. Properties of lacquer used for tin can. First, it should be non-toxic. Here are ingredients used should be under the white list of FDA. There are restrictions also to the solvents used. The lacquer should be free from flavor and odor, resistance to hot filling, stirring and processing. Since cans are processed or cooked, the lacquer must be able to withstand these processes. And flexibility and starch resistance. Compatibility with the substrate and adhesion. Good wetting and flow on the substrate is required to ensure good adhesion and continuity. Resistance to scorching. This is very important for soldered cans. The lacquer should not produce blisters, cracking near the side seam. Next, its properties: stability in application and storage. Lacquer should not deteriorate on storage or give any problem on the application machine. Then good viscosity, compatible with content. This is important to get the proper film weight required. Then economical stowing schedule, safe and within pollution limit. Solvent should not give out any objectionable smell to the operator, and there should also not be too much dirt deposited inside the oven that any danger of explosion due to high concentration of inflammable solvents and other deposits. So FD specifies extractability test together with maximum permitted yield for dry film lacquer so that can content safe. Pollution of the atmosphere also has to be considered, especially if the factory is in a built up area. So here are some common types of lacquers: alkyds, oleoresinous, phenolic, epoxy phenolics, and vinyl, etc. Question number C. Explain the effect of moisture on the properties of wood. Wood पे moisture का क्या impact पड़ता है? First is weight. Weight is impacted. The water present in the wood adds to the weight to the wood. This naturally increases the cost of handling and transportation. Strength also impacted by moisture. Dry wood is considerably stronger than green wood in all respects except shock resisting ability and resistance to shear. Then swelling and shrinking, painting and gluing. Wet timber will not take proper painting. Glue joints made in wet timber may open due to shrinkage or timber in drying. Workmanship and finishing. Dry wood can be smoother than green wood. In decay, wet timber is more susceptible to fungal, bacterial, and insect attacks. Timber in living trees contain large amount of water, which may often constitute a greater proportion by weight than the solid material itself. Moisture content of wood can be determined by various methods, but the most satisfactory is the oven dry method. Next question is purpose of labels and their types. So first purpose is identification. Identification of the product is the prime importance as the consumer must be able to identify the content. Identification of the manufacturer and identity of brand name are also significant as product is many times associated with the brand name. Information. A label imparts information on ingredient of products, adequate directions for use, and a warning if necessary. It also mentions the quality of content within the container in terms of either weight, liquid measures, dry measures, or numerical counts. Decoration. Label are part of product or the process of product presentation. When the product is choicely labeled in color, it acts as a silent salesman. The color and design should go well with the product, and the label should have some relationship to the size and shape of the package and containers. Now, types of labels. Plain paper label. Plain paper label applied after application of adhesive. Pre-gummed paper label, where paper is pre-coated with dextrine or gum arabic and applied after wetting with water. Thermoplastic paper labels, where paper is pre-coated and thermoplastic resins are applied after activation of resin by heat. Fourth one is pressure sensitive paper labels, where paper is pre-coated with a permanently tacked adhesive which is protected by a separate backing paper and is applied by application of pressure. So this is the most advanced form of labels and best choice for everyone to making no efforts to activate it, not any requirement of heat, moisture or gum in order to make it adhere to the surface. So this is question number 1. Now moving to question number 2. Applications of tin plate containers. Tin plate is a thin sheet of steel and coated by tin. It has an extremely beautiful metallic luster as well as excellent properties in corrosion resistance, solderability, weldability. Tin plate is also used for making all type of containers such as food cans and many more applications listed below, like beer and beverages container, processed food containers, lubrication oil cans, tooth powder, talcum powder, creams, confectionery, edible oils, coffee, baby foods, chocolates, aerosol containers, paint can, insecticides, pesticides, thermos flask, and battery cells. All these can be considered as applications of tin plate containers. And majorly it is of two type, open top and generalized containers. Next question is annealing process of glass containers. In simple language, annealing is a heat treatment process in which glass cools from a very high temperature to room temperature. It causes thermal stress and affect the strength properties. It is done to eliminate the thermal stress. Next question is different type of closures used in packaging. So closures are devices used for opening and closing containers. There are some types of closures. Broadly it's of two type, pilfer proof type and non-pilfer proof type. In pilfer proof we have roll seal pilfer proof closures made from aluminium which are supplied to the packer without threading but with perforation and knurling. The packers, after filling product, seals the closure with the help of various sealing machines. Non-pilfer proof category, we have metal screw caps which are supplied to packer with pre-formed thread. A further subdivision based on method of fixing the closure is given below. Push in, push on, driven cords, plugs, snap-on, friction caps, screw-on, continuously threaded or multi-start threaded, lugged caps, crimp caps, etc. are major examples of non-pilfer-proof category. Moving to next question. Properties of aluminium foil. Aluminium foil possesses various significant functional properties which enables it to be one of the best packaging material because of its numerous barrier properties. The properties which underline the desirability of foil for this application in packaging are as follows. First is impermeability, its non-toxic nature, stability, light and heat barrier, tasteless and odorless ability, good thermal conductivity, ductile and foldable property, utility and convenience. Aluminum foils are grease proof, radiation, sterilization, and very good for printing. So these are some important properties which make aluminum foil the best choice for pharmaceutical packaging. Now moving to section 2, question number 3, in which we have to differentiate between two, like natural seasoning of wood and kiln seasoning of wood. So natural seasoning is the method of aging wood by exposing it to natural elements like air or water. Its two examples are water seasoning and air seasoning. Whereas kiln seasoning is a drying process which is carried out in a closed container, not container, chamber, then providing maximum control of air circulation, humidity, and temperatures. Softwood versus hardwood. Softwoods can come from gymnosperm trees like conifers. These have needles that remains evergreen year around. Hardwood. Hardwood derives from angiosperm trees, mostly deciduous. These have broad leaves that fall every autumn, and hardwood trees grow slower than softwood trees, and their timber is usually denser and stronger. Next is lamination versus coating. Lamination is the process through which two or more flexible packaging webs are joined together using a bonding agent. The substrate making up the web may consist of film, paper, aluminum foil. Whereas coating is a process consists of applying a coating material to a moving web of flexible substrate. The carrier substrate may be paper, film, aluminum foil, and the resulting material additional properties will vary depending upon the required application on the material and use. Starch adhesives. Starch glues are made from natural carbohydrates derived from roots, tubers, and plant seeds. Starch glues can be heated and applied at ambient conditions. For example, cornstarch. Sodium silicate adhesive. Sodium silicate adhesive form most effectively on clean hydrophilic surface. They are capable of bonding to many porous products such as paper, wood, and cement, and even metal and glass. So next is dry waxing. Dry waxing is applied to porous base at high temperature, and wax paper is bound hot after processing over a hot roll. Wax is absorbed by a sheet with little or no wax on the surface in case of dry waxing, and the dry waxed paper can be printed after waxing. Whereas in wet waxing, waxing is applied at low temperature, film is chilled prior to rewinding, and wax remains on the surface of substrate, and wet waxed paper are printed prior to waxing. This is the major difference between dry waxing and wet waxing. So this is done from my side. Hope you enjoyed and found this video helpful. Thanks for your valuable time, and please do like, share and subscribe channel. अभी मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक यू.